Hi everybody. So I really have been meaning to get on here and just kind of like give you guys an update as to what's been going on with seeing another doctor. I know the last time I made a video was kind of sad, kind of depressing, and a lot of you guys gave, feedback or sent messages just kind of saying that it was hard to watch, and I really didn't mean to be so raw, but those are my feelings and my emotions, and I kind of need that for myself to be able to go back and just see how things are different, because now after seeing my new doctor, I have a different feeling and outlook on everything just because of the experience I had with her. So I went to this facility here. It's UT Medical Center. It's a medical and research center, and her name is Georgia McCann. And we went on Tuesday. Of course, my mom came into San Antonio, and we went together. And I did some extensive research on her just to see kind of like what she does and what she specializes in. And she just had a lot of good things online in her bio really to say about her, as far as doing current research, writing in medical journals, doing clinical trials to find new treatments for certain cancers. And I was just really excited to meet her. So we get to the appointment on Tuesday. Of course, we're extra early because my mom and Dina, we have to be there extra early, and things were running a little behind, but I really didn't care, honestly. I just wanted to meet her. And we got back there, kind of explained my situation, explained my horrible experience with my previous doctor. And it was kind of difficult because unfortunately she didn't have all my medical records from the previous doctor, especially the biopsy results, to clearly understand what's been going on for the past year. But the overall experience with her was amazing. I mean, we explained things a lot more in depth to understand really what's happening with my body, which I never got that with my previous doctor. Of course, I turned to Google a lot, and medical terms are just really complex to understand. But she sat down with me. She answered every question I had. We talked about other conditions in which I have that are affecting my endometrial cancer, which really caused my endometrial cancer, which ultimately is my polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I really haven't been that open about things, but that was what's causing the infertility issues, which is what caused the endometrial cancer, which for some reason my previous doctor just didn't want to address the situation. But unfortunately, the PCOS is what's causing the cancer. So how can we cure the cancer if we continue to disregard that fact? So she was very, I guess you could say, impressed. She was flat out honest with me and told me, you've really done your research and your logic makes a lot of sense. And she told me she's going to do the best that she can to help me get to a place, I guess, without cancer. Unfortunately, like I said, she was very honest, and she told me that sometimes a healthy pregnancy is not possible with someone who's had endometrial cancer, and at that point would be cancer free. But I think the best part in general would be that I'm cancer free and that I was still able to avoid a hysterectomy at my age. So like I said, overall we talked about a lot of things. We talked about a clinical trial that could be possible for me to take part in. But right now what we're going to do is just kind of regroup and kind of hit, not necessarily refresh, but let's start again. So I already have my MRI scheduled for the 26th, and then I have my second appointment with her, I believe December 11th. So she wants to get all of my records from the previous doctor, look at the records from the MRI and say, okay, what's changed? Has the cancer, even though it's still at a stage 1, has it moved, or has it still got stronger? Because even though it's at a level 1, it could still be in a range where it's kind of almost closer to a grade level 2 than before. So we're just going to kind of look at those results, see how things are going, if they've gotten worse, if they haven't. And really, she wants to get the previous biopsy results and have her pathology team analyze them to see not necessarily if they were correct, but if things are truly what we say they are, and if there's room for us to continue. The best part really was that she doesn't feel, even at this time, that a hysterectomy is not necessary tomorrow, but it is definitely something we must keep on the table, considering that this is cancer and it can grow. And of course, I think I was naive to say that, oh, this cancer is not going to kill me, but she was very honest with me and told me, you know, there's a patient of hers right now that's not doing so well, so I have to be honest with myself and say that even though having a child is my ultimate dream, you know, this is God's path for me, and I have to be strong and confident and have my faith and know that what's meant to be will be. And there are only so many things in my control, and I'm doing the best that I can to help the outcome of it. I'm taking my medication. I continue to try to make good choices with my food and eat a healthy diet. I'm trying my hardest to get back in the gym. I think in the last year, it's just been overwhelming with the cancer situation, finishing my last year of my bachelor's degree. I mean, everything on top of everything was just very overwhelming. So I think there were certain things that were lacking when it came to my efforts. But I'm definitely trying to get to a better place, because if the time comes where I do have to have this surgery, I want to know that I did everything in my power and did the things that were necessary of me. And I don't want to give up, but I also am just, I don't know if this makes sense to say that I'm optimistic, but I'm also being realistic that anything could happen. You know, it could be that things with her work out amazingly and I do come out cancer free, but okay, is it possible to still have a child? So there's been a lot of, you know, thinking and processing things, but I can tell you that the vibe with her was just 1,000 times better, and I walked out of that office feeling 10 times more confident in any choice I needed to make at that time, because I really felt I could trust her, and it was just such a comfortable feeling, because I never had that feeling with my previous doctor. There was just so many unanswered questions, so many like things left unconnected. You know, certain things were said to my mom during procedures that weren't said to me, and then when I brought them back up, it was just kind of dismissed, like, oh, it's not important. But bro, this is my health here, this is cancer, I want to know. And that's in the past. You know, we can only move forward, and I feel like I said, I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over, but it was just a really good experience. And she even offered me like a support group that they started. And, you know, I think it's beneficial to have that when you can connect with someone and they kind of feel the same things you feel, or they know what you're going through. Because, as I said, this is not something that's typical in younger women, at least I thought. But upon my research, I'm finding that because of women having PCOS, the cases of women with endometrial cancer or uterine cancer, ovarian cancer has really gone up over the years, because doctors don't know how to treat PCOS. And, you know, it's not their fault. We cannot blame the doctors, but it's just the fact that there's so many unknowns. We don't know how to treat it, so women go untreated. And unfortunately, because of that, we're now getting cancer, which that's not okay. And I'm only one person. I can't change the world, but if only I could, you know, maybe this is my calling. Maybe speaking to women about PCOS and understanding it a little bit better and taking a grasp on it, because you don't want to end up in my shoes where, you know, cancer is now on the table and not having children at all is at risk. So, you know, who knows where God will lead me. But I definitely just wanted to update you guys and let you know, because I feel like I left you guys hanging on just a horrible place last time. Like, when I look back on it, I think, you know, I was so sad. And, you know, I hope y'all understand that that was at a time where I really just found out everything. And I'm so glad that I took the time to really get this second opinion, because even though the news is not the best news, And I mean, we don't really know what can happen within the next couple months or 6 months, whatever. I just feel a lot more confident with her. And if I must have a hysterectomy, then I feel I'm in great hands with her. You know, and that's crazy because I just met her one time, but we shared a lot of personal information together, you know, her story and my story, and it was just a connection that I could appreciate, and I respected her not only on a professional level with her job, but also on a personal level because she opened up to me in a way that she didn't have to. And I'm just hopeful, guys, and I truly, truly appreciate everybody who calls, texts, you know, leaves messages on Facebook. You really don't know how much your support has helped me kind of just have a little bit more faith in what's going on. And I hope you guys know how much I truly appreciate it. And I hope you guys appreciate these videos. It takes me a little time to get them up there, but it's 10 times easier for me to do this than message you guys all individually because a lot of you are very interested as to what's going on. So it's just really easy for me to sit here and make a video and have you guys kind of hear what's going on with my life and what's happening. So if you guys want to continue seeing these, or, you know, you want me to continue to kind of update you guys, like, let me know that this is something y'all like, because I'm going to be posting it on my YouTube channel, but I want to know if you guys want me to post it on Facebook as well. So, again, if you guys have questions, you know, some of you ladies that are my friends, there's something that is going on with you that maybe you don't quite understand, or if you've been diagnosed with PCOS and there's something that you want to ask me, please feel free. You know, I know it's a very personal subject, and I know it's hard to talk about. It's hard to acknowledge the situations that we're going through, but if I can help you, that's really why I'm doing this and being so open and so raw, because of course it helps me, but I want to help someone else in the journey. So I'm here, guys, you know, let's talk. As corny as that sounds, but again, thank you guys so much for coming and listening to my story or journey, if you will. It's not the best journey considering it's evolving around cancer, but I really do like being able to open up and share things with you guys, because being private in the past, you know, it's good because I'm not so out there and letting y'all know everything, but I think it's beneficial now because of the situation that I'm going through. And knowing that my Momo is watching my videos, she told me the other day, thank you, Uncle David, for sharing these videos with her, because I like to let her know what's going on. But of course, there's always a little hesitation because I don't want her to worry, because, you know, my Momo's been one of my #1 supporters. So if you're watching, Momo, I love you very much. But I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. Again, thank you guys so much for everything. I truly do appreciate it.